You have to. And I have, certainly in my clinical practice, have sat down with them and say, darling, you know what? You have so many medical problems. You cannot. I do not support you in getting pregnant. And that is part of our duty.
So I think we've laid out a groundwork now. I'm going to take some thoughts from the floor. Sharon is joining us. How are you, Sharon? As a brief introduction, Sharon used IVF to get pregnant. I just want you to tell your story.
First, I just wanted to share this story. This was a mom, 44, and it says, Mom wanted them so badly. Then in an instant, she was gone. It's almost my story. I went through IVF at 40, was happily pregnant with twins, buying clothes, excited, and then at 19 weeks, tragedy struck. I woke up with a breathing tube in a hospital bed. It still makes me emotional. C-section scar and no babies. You know, I almost died as well. So it's a tough thing. I wanted those kids. And it was in between IVF number 2 and number 3 that I started thinking, why is my DNA so important? Why do I have to have a child of my own? Am I that great? And I started thinking about international adoption. And within 3 short months, I brought back my 2 perfect angels. I have 2 sons, now 5 and 6. It's been 4 years. And I have my family, and I saved children, and they saved me, and they're my life.
Thank you very much. Let me hear other thoughts. Come on up if you don't mind. She can come up here. Come on up. I want to just ask you to comment after I get this next question about what we just heard of. Yes.
My name is Arzina. I agree with having children early because my mother was 40 when she had me, which was good for her, but she died at 47. So someone else always raises your child if you have them too old. So careers are great, continue them, but definitely be there for your children because they need you more than they need anything.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, my name's Jessica. I actually wanted to address 2 things. First of all, I think this issue comes down to really a healthcare issue. I think it's the doctor's job to assess the confidence of their patient. It's not one side or the other. I think it's a much bigger issue coming down to education and healthcare, which are obviously much more difficult to address.
Let me just tackle that question if you don't mind first. I just heard from 2 people. One woman says that she lost her mom when she was 7 years of age and asked us, we're warning moms who have children when they're older that they may not be there for them as they get older. And the second, addressing the very real ethical dilemma we have of deciding whether someone really truly understands deep inside their soul what the risks are of going through this. Okay, I'm going to come back and talk about this a little bit more. I want to talk about why women are not talking about fertility and what they really think about older mothers. We'll break the silence when we come back.
Up next, it's a question women aren't asking themselves or each other.
There's a lot of judgments.
Plus,
Right there is where I think we have a problem.
what your doctor may not be telling you.
That's where I think we're slipping.
Coming up. And on Wednesday, 26 years, more than 5,000 operations, one #1 killer of women.
See this white here? That's a heart attack.
The 5 warning signs no woman should miss. That's coming up on Wednesday.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm really impressed with PGX. I've looked at all the clinical research, and in study after study, PGX reduces appetite, normalizes blood sugar, and lowers cholesterol. Check out the studies at pgx.com.
It gives me great pleasure to officially announce an extraordinary evolutionary leap, the new Chips Ahoy Middles!
Doc, what's different?
Well, thanks to Choco Metamorphosis, they now have a fudge middle. Are there enough to go around? Absolutely. This new species is definitely here to stay.
New Chips Ahoy Middles! Soft on the outside, chocolatey fudge on the inside. They're irresistibly fudgy!
Hi there. A song by Paul Beckman, Paul Rainbow Song, using guitar chords. G, A minor, and A minor 7. The song is going to be called I think it would be nice to have a family or raise children. Well, I think it would be nice to have a family and raise children. I think it would be nice. Well, some people wish it, but they've never done it. It would be nice if you haven't done it by a certain age. Do you dwell on that? Well, like one other woman said, you can always go and adopt. She was almost killed when she miscarried her twins. Almost died in the hospital. Well, then she thought about that, and now it's good. She's got a family. She's got 2 kids. She helped save them, and they helped save her. Many people want a biological birth. But can you when you get older? And how much should your doctor tell you? Give you confidence, tell you the pitfalls. Older versus younger pregnancy. Older versus younger pregnancy.
Will talk to us about donor eggs. Yeah, thank you very much.
I just want to say also, look, I've been through 6 rounds of IVF. I did 3 this year. Obviously, I'm standing here, I'm not pregnant. And I'm going to persevere, and I'm going to keep trying with my own eggs, maybe with an egg donor. But I know that I wouldn't be the same parent at 27 that I am now. I have the patience, the finances. I'm such a better mother. If I was supposed to be a role model at 27, I feel sorry for her.
Fair enough, fair enough. That's a very honest explanation of why we're not changing the conversation. But I still feel as a physician obliged to make sure everyone understands what the medical risks are when you do stall the decision. I'm not pushing to have babies at 27. I'm pushing to have the conversation at age 27.
What I'll tell my daughter at 27 is freeze your eggs.
That's what you say also? I'm hearing a lot of people saying freeze their eggs.
Freeze your eggs.